Hey Nathan, how you doing? So I want to take a look at your work, and I think that right there is the logo itself. It's presented really close to these, so it was kind of difficult at first, but I can see from your flags and banners that that's the logo. So one thing I want, okay, so here we're looking at the logo. Now, I think that there's some inherent issues with this logo, and if you take a look at and do some research on some of the things that you want to avoid in logo design, one of them is using gradients. It's a let me show you something. I want to show you something here. Okay, I'm going to take you over here to this website, and this is a pretty good one. And there's a bunch of these out there, but what is this one? This was 10 common mistakes in logo design. And I just want to come down here and I want you to see that one of them relies on trends. And any kind of drop shadows, or in this case, these kind of gradients here, I think are kind of trendy, that enough that will date the work itself. Okay, that's not even my main thing. My main thing is this. Let me bring it right down here. Relies on color for its effect. And again, this is from Smashing magazine, so it's a top-notch source. So I mean, don't hesitate to take design advice from Smashing magazine. Always great stuff. So anyways, this one relies on color for its effects, and I think that we're kind of guilty here in your logo of that. In that, okay, so you can see these two examples right here. This one is showing what they're doing is they're taking the logo and they're turning it grayscale, and they're placing it on a white background, just using the grayscale. And you can see the effect. I mean, this one is just basically a circle, while this one has these little fractal, little kind of sunbeam things. So you can see that this is relying only on color, okay? And as such, when presented sans color, you could be losing your identity. This one isn't depending on color. It's not relying on color. It's relying on other design elements. So you don't run the risk of losing identity in an alternative presentation, as it were. So take a look at that, and then you know what? There's a bunch of these. I mean, I really like going to these sites, and it's again their common logo. And here's one right here that's showing a gradient. Some of them are good, some of them are not. But you get the point. And you're going to see in, especially in the more, I get rid of that. In the more recent examples, you're going to see a lot of examples of using, a warning against using gradients in logo. Okay, so enough of that. Now, the thing about, I was talking about with color is that a lot of times, and I always recommend that designers design in black and white first, and then apply color later. So basically you're looking at form instead of color. So you're stripping all of the color meaning out of this logo and looking at it as pure form, just simply by the black and white and the contrast develop there between. So my suggestion is this. I think the logo is, I think form-wise, I think it's good. I don't think, I would definitely revisit the color and the gradients. I think a lot of students have had wonderful success introducing the Olympic rings into their logo. My suggestion here is to pull this out. See, the Milan is kind of stuck up in there, kind of just like kind of nested in there. You kind of want to pull it out to let this thing breathe a little bit. My suggestion is to start with the rings and then put Milan 2022 underneath that. Start with the whole thing in black, okay, and then work color from there. You're using another gradient on the background. And again, I mean, I don't know, it just seems like you're really super dependent on gradients in your work, okay? Now, on to the pictograms. I think the pictograms are great. I love them. I really do. I think that they're handled so well. There's no issue whatsoever about production. There's no stray points or things that could cause printing issues. They all show wonderful movement, and they're all, I mean, they're all self-explanatory. There's no guessing here what is what. So fantastic job on the pictograms. And then as far as your placement check goes, I understand your reservations. I'm guessing from your writing that you're not exactly comfortable right now in your shoes, in your design shoes, so to speak, in this project. So, you know, and I'm guessing that's why you didn't really give us the full presentation here. So, and that's cool. I get that. So that's cool. So that's why I'm going to suggest taking it forward. So take it from there. If you have any questions at all, questions or comments, please let me know. Okay. Thanks, Nathan.